I don't know. We're completely stranded. Nothing works. Nothing. 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 Completely dead. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, Pickens Party of 5. I'm making lemonade out of lemons. Kind of had a rough morning with the Bronco breaking down, but before I get into what actually happened, I'm going to rewind and tell you the story of how our morning went. So if this ever happens to you, you will know how to fix it. Now, I was out this morning because I had to take Matt to work, and it seems like anytime I have to take him to work, I do something with the Bronco. Last time, I ran into our garage with our soft top half down. Thankfully, it all turned out okay. You can watch that video above. But today, I had to take him to work because his truck is in the shop again. We're pretty sure that the transmission is completely shot. We had to drop it off last night. So we're dealing with that. I took him to work, dropped him off, went and got gas, and started on my merry way to go home. And I was at an intersection at a stoplight, stop there, no problem. And I have the auto on and off ignition feature on the Bronco. I'm pretty sure all the Broncos have it, but I don't know that 100%. So it turned off because I had the windows down. I didn't have the air conditioner running or anything like that. And the light turned green. I took my foot off of the brake. The engine started to turn back on, and then all of a sudden, nothing. And it took me a second to realize, is my car not on? So I put it in park, tried to turn it back on, nothing. And I'm like, oh, well, this isn't good. So then I went to go put my hazards on, no hazards. Now that's when I get into panic mode because I have a very close family friend that was nearly in a fatal accident because of a situation where he was rear-ended when he was pulled over on the side of the road. So I instantly went into mom protective mode, just trying to get the kids, I was going to get them out of the vehicle to a safe place on the side of the road, yada, yada, yada. Because the light was green, you can't tell my brakes are on. People coming flying behind me, it's a scary situation, and the intersection I was at is a very, very busy intersection. And I tell you what, Florida drivers are no joke. They were jerks, man, honking at me. And I'm like, people, you think I want to be here? I was standing outside the Bronco going turn, and honking, and I'm just like, give me a break. Just don't honk. You think I want to be stopping traffic here, broke down in my brand new vehicle that I waited a year for? No, I don't. Thankfully, a good Samaritan stopped by. I did call Matt. He actually got one of his co-workers' Jeeps to come help tow me to the side of the road because I asked roadside service to come pick me up on the Ford app. And do you know what time they said they would be there? 3 o'clock. It happened at 9 a.m. Yeah, not going to be sitting on the side of the road for that long. But in the meantime, as Matt was driving to come, help me push it to the side of the road, a good Samaritan stopped, and he's like, look, if it was my wife, I'd want someone to help her. You want me to help you push to the side of the road? I'm like, that would be amazing. By that time, the police showed up, and they pulled in behind me, so that made me feel so much better, because at least you have lights and, something to caution people that are flying down 60 miles an hour. And they're like, what happened? And I'm telling you what, the one guy's like, man, I want a Bronco so bad. And he's like, and you're broke down. I'm like, yeah. He's like, maybe I don't want one anymore. So we kind of joked around, trying to make light of the situation. The other gentleman, the other police officer's wife has a Bronco Sport. So he immediately started, asking me questions, and I told him, I said, I really think it's something to do with the battery because I can't put the vehicle back in neutral to to push it. I can't have any electronics. It's just completely dead, and it really makes me think it's some sort of battery connection. But I went and I was jiggling. Everything was tight. And, I didn't know, maybe there's a fuse. I'm not completely car savvy, especially with a new vehicle. But the police officer went up to the battery terminal and just started hammering it. I would almost say punching it as hard as he could. And then he went to try to start the vehicle, and it started. So apparently the terminal was loose. How it was loose, I don't know. I physically tried, went to the terminals and was seeing if it was loose, because that's just immediately what I thought it was the battery. He said that his wife has a Bronco Sport and has had the same exact problem happen to her. So that gives me red flags. He's like, have you been off-roading recently? I'm like, it's been a few weeks. So, I mean, yeah, I could have jiggled it, but honestly, I've been doing highway driving, not hitting any bumps. Like, you think it would have come loose sooner than that. So we are going to probably take it to the dealership once we get Matt's truck back. We can't be carless. Just to have them check it out, make sure there's no wiring, you know, loose wires or anything like that. We want to play it safe. I feel like I got really, really lucky this time that it was something so easy that I was able to actually drive it home. But I'm looking at it as I had to deal with lemons, but I'm here to make lemonade. And that's simply just to let you know that if something like this happens to you, go to the battery terminals, hammer on it. I mean, if you've got something that you can tighten it, do that as well. But for now, I made it home. I'm not going anywhere until I have to pick up Matt, because I just want to make sure, I want a man's touch of making it tight, because to me it's tight. But I also want to thank all of you. I posted a picture on our social medias and everything, and you guys are awesome, trying to help me out. I don't think I've even responded to all of the messages yet that I've gotten, and it really means a lot. We are so appreciative of you all, and I really do feel that the Bronco community is strong and here to help each other out. So I just want to thank you all so much, even if it was just kind words or just trying to help diagnose the problem. I really, really appreciate it. I know Matt appreciates it. He's at work, so he's not here. But I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible because so many of you were wondering what the problem was. And as of now, that's what the problem is. Now, if we take it to the dealership and they find something else, we will definitely update you with a different video. So in the meantime, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time.